Hello, my name is Rick Lepley, and in this lesson we're going to continue our amazing adventure of the major scale in the key of G. We're going to be doing a variation, learning a variation on 3A. We're going to call this 3B, form 3B, and it has an extension that will segue into the next form after this. So let's take a look and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so it starts out just like form 3A, and it is on the 3rd fret, the G note, on the 6th string with my first finger, okay? So we're going to go a whole step from the G note to the A with my 2nd finger there on the 5th fret. We're going to go a whole step from the A to the B with my 4th finger, the pinky. And from B, we're going to go a whole, it's not a whole step to C, is it? No, a half step, although it feels like more than a whole step there. It's a long stretch. So B to C is a half step. Then C to D there on the 5th string at the 5th fret with my 3rd finger. Actually, didn't really even need to want to use my, let's use our 2nd finger there. 2nd finger. So B to C, whole step to D, the 2nd finger. Now from D we're going to go to E with our pinky. Now from E we're going to go a whole step to F sharp here on the 4th string, 4th fret. And now from F sharp we're going to go to G, back to G with our 2nd finger there on the 5th fret. Okay, so there's our octave. Okay, now G to A with my pinky there. So a whole step from G to A there on the 7th fret. Okay, now we're going to go from A to B there, a whole step there on the 3rd string, 4th fret, my first finger, and B to C, half step to C there, my 2nd finger, and now from C we're going to go a whole step to D there on the 7th fret with my pinky. Okay, so D, now this is where we have the change up. Things are going to change here. So we have our D note here. We're going to go and get an E note, okay? So on the 2nd fret, our E note is on the 5th fret there. So let's get that with our first finger. E. Now from E, we're going to get an F sharp, whole step to F sharp there. And then from F sharp, we're going to go half step to G there on the 2nd string. So E, F sharp, G. Okay, from G, now we're going to get an A note here on the 1st string on the 5th fret. And then we're going to get our B note here on the 7th fret, 1st string. And then we're going to go a whole step to C. Okay, so we're going to end on C. So okay, so A, B, C. So we have a whole step pattern here from the A, whole step to B, whole step to, that's not right, G. I get confused. So if you're confused, don't feel bad, okay? We're getting confused, but we're back on track. You ready? Okay, so this is a G note here on the 3rd string. We're going to go G, whole step to A, whole step to B, right? So it's a whole step pattern. Then we have on the 5th fret, 5th string rather, we have a whole step from C to D to E on there. So we have a whole step pattern. So whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step. Now on the 4th string we have a half step whole step pattern. So we're going to go from E to F sharp to G to A, and then on the 3rd string another half step whole step, so to B to C to D. Okay, from D we're going to get our first finger here on the E note. Now we're going to have a whole step half step pattern, right? E, whole step to F sharp, half step to G. Okay, G to A is a whole step, so now we have a whole step whole step, half step again, right? A to B, whole step, B to C, half step. So we have whole step pattern on the 6th string, whole step pattern on the 5th string, half step, whole step pattern on the 4th string, half step, whole step on the 3rd string, whole step, half step on the 2nd string, and a whole step, half step on the 1st string. Okay, so you may notice there's really, well, I guess there's 4 patterns, but it's really just 3 patterns on the entire neck. You'll start noticing this. You'll have half step, half step, and whole step, and then you'll just have a whole step. Okay, so but really that's just half a whole step, right? So it's really just 3 patterns you're going to encounter, and oftentimes I will call the like a half step, whole step. I'll call that X, form X, and then a whole step, half step. I'll call that a which that's not what we have there. We have that here, right? So a whole step, half step, I call that Y, and then a whole step, I'll call Z, or I think they call that Z in Britain, right? Maybe Canada too. So anyways, so that's just something to take note of as well. That there's really only so many patterns even on the neck. You know, it's combinations of that. So as I'm playing along here, you'll see I'm getting lines on my fingers. Lines on my fingers. Okay, but you want them on your tips, on your fingers. You know, you want to try to get the end of your finger where the bone is. You're going to get your best tone. Okay, so try to do that. So speed will come eventually, but we're looking for accuracy, okay? So as slow as you gotta go to learn the pattern, say the note G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. Okay, you want to know the notes, okay, and just saying them is going to help you to memorize it, internalize it, and when you look at a note wherever you're at, you're going to go, I'm on an A note, I'm on a B, I'm on a C, whatever, wherever you're at, okay? You get the point. Okay, so take some time and look at that, and you might want to stop the video. Okay, we're back. All right, now that we're back, let's do a chord progression, and you can try that along with the chord progression for a little bit here. All right? Here we go. you go. How did you do? I'm sure you did great. Just take your time and practice, practice, practice. All right? A little, a lot is way better than a lot, a little, okay, when it comes to practice. So, 5-minute sessions, maybe 4 times a day, perhaps. Just working on this particular scale form, and you're going to build muscle memory. You're going to, if you're thinking about the notes, saying them, that could be an exercise in itself. Just one time, 5-minute session, just focusing on the notes you're on. Another focusing on the pattern. Another focusing on accuracy. Then another one just focusing on building speed and accuracy. It's an aerobic exercise, so you don't want to just, you don't want to overdo it at any one time, and give your body a little time to catch up and create those connections between your hand and your brain and everything else, all the other stuff that I know nothing about, but it just happens amazingly. So, hope you liked the video, and I hope it was helpful, and hope you subscribe to my videos. And if you happen to be interested in private lessons, be sure to message me, and you can get a hold of me at Rick's 5 minute guitar @gmail.com. That's Rick's 5-minute guitar @gmail.com, and we can talk about lessons. Otherwise, hope you take care, have fun playing your guitar, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, bye.